Hey guys, this is Hetu and welcome back to ETL QA Lab. So in this video, we will look at very important concept around SQL. That is set operator, guys, and this is really very important topic. And I'm doing this video because I have received a lot of requests from many of you that these are the questions which are being asked in interview, and then you need the clarity. So that's the reason I thought that I will do this. And guys, so let's quickly see that what all the things we are going to cover, okay? And then we'll start, okay? So guys, the set operator, if you are from mathematics background, you already know that set theory in mathematics, right? This is the very similar to that, yeah. But this is in SQL, right? So we will try to understand how does it work in SQL. And then once we understand the set theory, we will at the end we will see that what is difference between join and the set operators. Yeah, basically the joiner. Union operator. Yeah. Okay. So let's see what all the things we are going to cover as part of set operator. So first thing, the first one in the list is we are going to cover union. Second one is union all. Okay. The third one is intersect. Guys, don't worry for now. Just I'm noting it down. I will explain you each and everything. You will not have any problem. Okay. Fourth one, and then fifth one, join, SQL join, yeah, versus union. Okay. So we will see these five things as part of the agenda for this video. And let's do one thing. Let's start then, guys. Okay. So I'll try to help you understand the concept first, the theoretical concept, and then we will go to practical session. Yeah. So once you understand the theoretical bit, I think it is very easy for you. Okay. So all these things I am talking, I will be explaining from the Oracle point of view, guys. Okay. This is from the Oracle database point of view. Okay. Because for other databases, yeah, there can be the different name, okay, but this is specifically for Oracle database, and these are the keywords basically for all these operators, okay. So just keep that in mind, guys. Yeah. So let's try to understand the first one, union. Okay. So as name suggests, union. Union means what, guys? Union is basically uniting it, right? Union is unite, right? What is unite? So in this case, uniting the data are the set of data, set of the results basically. So if we want to unite the set of results into a single output, that is called union. Okay. So I will tell you what does it mean. I mean the the explanation, right? So union basically it combines the result set. Just writing this, and later I will explain you what does it mean, right? It combines the result set from two or more select statements. Okay, guys? This is the official definition, I would say. Okay? What does it mean is, and what does it mean is combines distinct, I would say. Okay? So this is the definition that I can think of. Okay? So what basically it does, it basically combines the result set from two or more select statement, which means there will be two select statement, let's say minimum two select statements, select statement 1, and then I will say union operator here, and I will say select statement 2, right? And maybe if I need one more, I can say union, then select statement 3. Got it? So guys, it can be more than two, right? That is where we are actually using these operators. Yeah. If there is only single statement, there is nothing, right? I mean, you don't need to use all these things, right? So minimum there should be two data set from where you are going to use this union operator. Okay. So for simplicity, I will just remove this. We are going with these two statements, guys. Okay. So what basically it does is it basically combines the result from the first one, and then it it basically fetches the row from this particular statement and the second statement, and it simply combines it, basically merge these two rows, okay, okay. So for example, I will just give you an example now here, okay. So I have, let's say, EMP1, this is one of the table, okay, and this particular table, just pay attention guys, okay. This particular table is having employee number, employee name, okay, and let's say department number, three columns are there, okay. And I'll take the example, let's say 1, and Akash, and department number 10 maybe, okay. Now let's say I'll just put it 2, Pankaj, and 20, something like this from employee 1, okay. I have another table guys, which is having the very similar structure, okay, that is called employee 2, and the same column name might be different, okay, something like this, that's fine, I think there is no problem with that. So let's say I will say number, this can be EMP name, it doesn't matter guys, okay. Now I have here, let's say 4, and here I will say Ali, okay, and here I will say 30. All right. Now these are the two different table guys. What, as part of my union, what I'm going to do, I'm going to select everything from the table 1 and union, and then select everything from table 2. So what I'm going to write it, select star from EMP1 union, select star from EMP2. Star means guys, I want to select all the columns, right? If I need to take only one column, then I can select it. But in this case, I want to select all the columns and perform the union operation. Now, what should be output, guys? Just tell me. Okay, let me just note down the output, okay? And then you tell me what will be output now, okay? I will just take here, this, and then here. As I say, that it will actually combine it, right? It will actually combine the data, the output from both, right? The output from the first one will come like this, 2 rows, and 2 rows from the second employee table, right? And then it will be combined. So simply like this, okay? So this is the output of union. But guys, this is not exactly, because there is something called distinct combines. It uh, it combines the result. Distinct, it uniquely combines, I would say guys, okay, uniquely, okay, which means basically whatever is duplicate row, that will not be considered in union operator, okay. So what is duplicate here guys? You see that this two Pankaj 20, this particular records are duplicate, so it will only consider only once, okay. So this I will remove it now. So what will the resultant out for this particular union operator? This will be only 3 rows, okay, because this duplicate will not be coming, so it will be filtered out, okay. So this is the output of the union operator. All right. Now guys, there is another one, second one, okay. Second one is union all, okay. I will just explain you union all guys. So union all is also very similar to union, okay. Only difference is, okay, I don't want to do any other things guys here, okay. I don't want to waste here. I will just use it here only, okay. All. Union all, it basically combines all the result set, which means everything, okay. Everything means it will not combine only unique, it will combine non-unique also. If there is duplicate also, that also will be combined. So in this case, this will also come here. So in this case, when I say union all means if there is duplicate record also, how many times it is duplicate, everything will be coming actually here. So it will be, here you see duplicate, right? The employee number 2 is duplicate, but this is how the union all will give you. So it will give you all the rows, which means there will be 4 rows, right? 2 from here, 2 from here, okay? Hope you are able to understand union and union all. This is the only difference, guys. There is no other difference, okay? Now, The third thing is we are talking about intersect. Intersect means what, guys? Intersection, right? So you know in mathematics what is intersection? Intersection, okay? Intersection is basically which is common, right? Intersection, or in SQL we called it intersect in Oracle, right? Intersect. What does it mean is basically only common rows from both, I mean both are more than, yeah, from all, I will say all the select statements, right? Select statement, state, second guys, statements would be displayed. Okay, what does it mean, guys? It means that what is the common between these two tables? So far, if I take the example of this, what is the common in these two tables, guys? Okay, output of these two select statement. If I would say it here, okay. So for union all, guys, you have to just say like this. Okay, union all. This is the syntax. Okay. Now I will talk about intersection. So instead of this, I will say intersect. I'll show you all of this. Don't worry. So intersect. Select from table employee 1 and intersect employee 2. So this will give you only common rows. Okay, so what is the common rows, guys, in these two? The only common rows between these two is this particular row, right? 2 Pankaj 20. Here also 2 Pankaj 20. This is unique to this particular record, and this is also unique. It means employee number 4 and employee number 1 from here. These are unique. Only common is 2, and so this is the output. This will be the output. Okay, output of the intersection or intersect. Okay, hope you are able to understand this, guys, right? Now the fourth one that we will look at is the minus operator, and this operator is being used very widely in our ATL testing, right? You know already, right? So try to understand the concept here, guys. Okay, I have already explained many times, but here I am explaining you ABCD about the minus query. Okay, so guys, what will happen here is, okay, let me help you understand. Okay, so let's say I have one select statement one, and the output of this, let's say I'm getting 1 2 3, 1 2 3. Okay, these are the output. Now I have select statement 2. Here I will say minus. Okay, minus, guys. Okay, I'm just putting the value also. Select statement 2. What is the value of select statement 2, guys? Let's say I have 3 and 5, 6. Okay, 3 and 6, guys. Okay, now what will happen, guys, if you see that if I need to subtract it or minus it in mathematical terms, whatever I have here, from that I have to subtract whatever is here, right? So in this case I have 1 3 1 2 3, right? And what I can subtract from here, I can only subtract 3 because 6 is not available in the select statement 1, so I cannot subtract 6 from here, right? So what I can subtract, I can only subtract 3 from here. So what will be the resultant? Resultant will always be there from the statement 1 actually, right? So output will be what, guys? Output will be 1 and 2. Why? Because 3 is already subtracted. Okay, now look at other way around, guys. Okay, let's say this is how it is. Now if I have other way around, okay, something like this, I have okay, statement 2, let's say, is having output 3 6, and here it is 1 2 3. Now what should be output, guys? Can you guess it? So I have 3 and 6. This is the output, and from this only I have to subtract whatever is there in the this statement. Okay, statement 1. So here is 3, here is also 3. So this will be subtracted. Okay, 6 is here, and do we have 6 here? No, we don't have. So what will be remaining actually? Only 6 will be remaining. So this is how we have to basically do the minus operation. Okay. So let's do one thing. We will try to, see this example only, and we will see what we actually get it. Okay. So I have, let's say, this 2 and real example here, guys. Okay. Now, when I say select star from EMP1 minus select star from EMP2. Okay. What should be output, guys? Can you guess? The output, so EMP1 is having 1, 2. Okay. 1 and 2. I mean this entire record, 1 Akash 10, 2 Pankaj 20. So what can be subtracted from this? Basically, this is my first one, right? And from here only I have to subtract whatever can be done from the employee number to this table, and remaining what will be resultant here from the one that I have to display basically, right? So here 2 is already here. So this 2 record set will be subtracted. Then I will get only 1 Akash 10. Getting it, guys? Other way around, if I say employee number 2, select start from EMP2 minus select start from EMP1, then in that case, what will happen? Here again, this will be subtracted because this minus this, right? So this will be subtracted. Only 4 Ali 30 will be there in the other case, okay? I hope you are able to understand, guys, the minus concept also, right? So what we will do now is we will try to see the practical implementation of it, okay? So let's directly go to SQL. And I already have built some table, guys, so that we can save some time. Okay, so this is one table and this is another table. Okay, guys, one of the very important thing about uh, I think this is also very tricky for the interview, that I would like to cover it now before I jump to the practical things, right? So very important thing I will talk about set operators. Okay. Okay, guys. Okay, so let's pay the attention, full attention, guys, here. Okay, so set operators works on. Okay, what should be there actually? So let's say I have these two tables, right? These two tables, and I'm saying select star from EMP1 minus select star from EMP2, right? Which means, one second. So guys, so what will happen is basically, so the name of the column can be different. Okay. Here, let's say, so what we are doing is basically we are not actually putting here the column name. We are simply saying select star from this, right? But we are actually, so by default, it is actually taking 3 columns from here and 3 columns from here. We can also put the column name here. Okay. Something like this, employee number, employee name, and here also we can put E number, right? E number, EMP name, something like this we can do. This will also work in the same way. Okay. So guys, important thing to keep. Okay. Name. The name of the column in both the tables can be same. Can be different. This is okay. Allowed. Okay. Second one is uh, data size. Okay. Data size can be different, not a problem. Okay. Data size can be different. Okay. When I say data size, let's say I have the first one, you understand, right? The first one is basically here E name is there and here EMP name is there. Both are okay. I mean, that's working fine, no problem. Okay. Now the data size, when I say data size, let's say E name is there in the first one, right? Here E name, let's say I have varchar 30. Okay. This is the size. Okay. In first table. But in EMP2 table, I have EMP name. This is perfectly all right name. And if I can say varchar 10, this will also work fine. Data type can be different. There is no problem. Okay. What is not allowed here is, this is very tricky, guys. Pay attention. Okay. So the data type should be similar. Okay. When I say similar, for example, I'll take this example, guys. Okay. should be similar. Okay, and just pay the attention. Here is employee. So in this table, right? This is employee table, right? This is from employee one table, and this is from employee two table, right? Here it is varchar, and here if I say char, this will work perfectly. There is no problem because these are the similar data type, guys. Okay, this is not a problem. These are the similar data type. But what is not allowed is, I'll tell you here. Fourth point, data type should not be different. When I say different, ename, okay, ename is varchar, and ename cannot be number here, guys. Okay, cannot be number. So here you see for this particular column, the similar column here ename in employee table, employee 2 table, we have this same column, but the data type is number, right? Obviously, this will give you some error when you actually run the operators like minus or union, intersection. It will give you something related to, I'll show you what kind of error you will get. You will get something that cannot have the different data type or something like that. Okay, so this is very important and you have to keep this in mind, guys. Okay, this is not allowed, rest everything is allowed. Okay, all right, I think we are able to understand here. Okay, now let's go to directly practical session. Okay, let's select star from EMP1, guys. This is the table. I have another table called EMP2. We'll quickly see, guys. Okay, so first one we will talk about union. As I say union, it will combine the rows from both the tables. Okay, from both the select statement. Okay, and then it will remove the duplicate if there are any, right? So in this case, if I show you here, if I show you order by, okay, order by EMP number. All right, so how many rows? 11 rows are there. Okay, and here see, guys, here we have how many? 4 rows. Okay, but 10 and so 1 to 9 is there. In this there is no 1 to 9, so these are unique. And 10, 12, these are two which are also available here, 10 and 12. Okay, so entire record is available, means a duplicate, guys. See, 10, 30,000 and 100, right? Here also same, right? And for 12 also it is same, guys. You see that here, which means these two rows are basically duplicate, right? When I combine it, it will be duplicate. In that case, union will actually not consider both of them. Union will only consider one copy of it, right? So this will be, let's say, removed and this will be coming or whatever, right? So let's say here 11 rows are there. Here uh, it will only consider, let's say, everything it is considering from here, and from here it will not consider 10 and 12 because it has already considered here. So it will only consider 15 and 25. So how many? 12 plus 2, 13 rows I will be getting it. Okay, let's see, guys, how it works. Okay, so I have to use select star from EMP because I'm going to take all the columns. Now I will say union operator, guys. Union I have to write, and then I have to say, okay, EMP1 union EMP2. So we should be actually getting, we have actually 15 rows total, here 4 and here 11, but two are duplicate, so we should get actually 13 rows. You see, guys, so 10 and 12, it is coming only one copy here, right? There is no other copy here, right? 10, 12, 15 and 25, right? So we have only got 13. Now other thing I will say, show you, that I will use on union all. Union all will consider what? Only difference between union and union all is what? It will consider duplicate also. So I should be actually getting 10 and 12 two times, basically, that record. See, guys, here we got for 10, right? 10, 30,000, 100. Okay, here also we got 10, 30,000, 100. For 12 also we got the same, and here also we got same. That's why we are getting 15 rows, guys. Okay, everything from both the select statement will be coming. Okay, will be displayed irrespective. It will not say that if it duplicate then it will not consider. It will consider everything. That's why union all, guys. Okay, now third one is, as I said, that intersection, right? So intersection, what intersection does, basically it will give you the only common rows from both the select statement, guys. Okay. We're talking about select statement, full select statement, guys. The operator works on the full select statement, which means the output of a select statement and then output of the second statement. Okay, it can be more than two also, right? So now we will look at the intersect. Intersect, as I said, that it will only give you the common between these two. Now, guys, if you look at this, what is common between these two select statements? Select star from one and select star from imply one, imply two. These are the row which are common, guys. Which are the rows? 10 and 12. Okay, 10 and 12 are here also, and in this table also 10 and 12 are there. Okay, so I should ideally get what? I should be getting tell 10 and 12, only those two. Okay, so what I will say is select star from EMP intersect, guys. Intersect. I have to type it intersect, and then I will say select star from EMP2. Now I should get 10 and 12, only those two records, guys. See, I got only two records, right? Because only common between these two tables will be displayed, and which are not common, these will be discarded. Okay, guys, I think you are able to understand the third also. It is very easy, guys. I mean, there is nothing rocket science around it. That's the reason I'm not putting a lot of traction here, because it is very easy, as I explained already. Now, minus query. This is very important and you should understand. I already told you, right? How does it work, right? Here. But let's see the practical of it, okay? What will happen is in employee 1, okay, so let me show you employee 2 and employee 1. So in employee 1, I have 11 rows, right? What is common, guys? Or not common? Okay, common are 10 and 12 only, right? So what will happen is, let's say if I am going to say select star from EMP2 and minus select star from EMP1, what will happen is this 4 record will be the base, and from this 4 record, whatever are matching record from this particular table, those only will be subtracted. So in this case 10 and 12 are the will be subtracted, and remaining 20, 15 and 20 will be displayed, right? That's what I mean to say here. So when I say apply 2 minus, this is very important query, guys, right? You know that. Select star from EMP1. Now I should get only 15 and 20. You see, guys, right? 15 and 25, yeah, 15 and 25. Here 10 and 12 will be subtracted. Now if I say select star from EMP1, which means this is the whole set of data, 11 records, and then what I am going to subtract it from this, I am only going to subtract 10 and 12, because 10 and 12 are there in the EMP2, right? So how many I should get? Actually 2 will be subtracted, so 9 record I should be getting. Okay, so 1 to 9 I should be getting as a employee number. So let's try it and let's see how does it work. No, guys, no. Okay, let me say employee 1 minus, okay, employee, okay, 1 second, minus, okay, minus 2. So I got 9 records. As I said that employee number 1 to 9, 10 and 12 will be removed because they are subtracted from that set, right? So this is what we already learned around the minus query, guys. Okay. Now quickly what we will do is we will try to understand little bit around the difference between difference between okay, let me let me do one thing. Let me open this. Okay, what I will want to do is I want to explain you the difference. Okay, difference between join and union. This is also very important question sometime, and people will ask you, guys. Okay, so just pay the full attention. I think it is very easy. I already explained you, but just for you to understand, just pay the attention here. Okay, now what will happen is basically as we have seen in this query, right? What is happening is the uh, data is combined between these two, right? I mean in the set operator. What happens is the number of columns will always be same, okay? Because it is supposed to have the same number of column in table number 1 and table number 2, right? Imply 1 and imply 2. and similar structure and similar data type as well, right? So what will happen is the number of column will remain same when any kind of operation we are performing, either union operator or union all, minus, or any kind of operator, right? Set operator. Number of columns will be same. Here employee number, salary and commission, right? These are the three columns that is available. Okay. Now what will happen is in case of join, we will be having, okay, so what will happen in this case? The data will be actually added vertically. Vertically, when I say here, right, the data is actually increasing in the vertical order. So it is combining the number of rows. So number of rows will be increased in case of when we are performing the set operator. Okay. But when we perform the join operator, what will happen, guys? We are actually uh, extracting some more columns from some other table also. That is the whole reason, right? So number of column will be added in case we are performing the join, right? So that is the whole thing I will say here, right? So number of columns will be added, will be more, right? Here same number of columns. Okay, from both the tables, right? Now here what will happen is it is join is horizontal, guys. Okay, horizontal. Why horizontal? Because it is actually horizontal because it is actually adding more and more columns, right, rather than rows, right? So that's why it is actually scaling horizontally. But in case of union, which is set operator, what will happen is it is a vertical expansion, right? Vertical expansion means number of records will be added here more, right? Here the number of records will be less. Okay. Here the number of records will be more. Here the number of column will be more. Okay. Attributes basically. Okay. Hope you are able to understand it. Okay. Now, uh, what what is the other difference that we will talk about is here new column will be added. Okay. Here new row will be added because row from other select statement will be selected here, right? So new row will be added. Okay. Okay, guys. Hope you are able to understand. Now, as I said, the data type, data type should be similar, but here data type of joining column, okay, or matching column doesn't matter. Okay, doesn't matter. But here it matters, right? If the data type is different for, for the similar column, corresponding column in one and other table, then it will give you error. I will show you what kind of error you will get it after this. Okay. So here data type should be similar for corresponding fields. Yeah, columns, right? All right, guys. What is the other difference, guys? The other difference is, mm, yeah, I think these are few of the difference, and these are critical also to understand. So hope you are able to understand, guys. Okay. Yes. Okay. Fine. So these are some of the differences, guys, and I would also say that you do the practical, then you will understand more around it. And let me go to our command prompt, and we'll try to see that what do I mean, what kind of error you get when you have the different kind of data types, right? So let me show you first. DSC. I have another table, guys. DMP department 1 and department 2, two tables. Okay. So in department 1, I have employee number, which is character here. But in department table, I have employee number underscore underscore emp underscore no, which is number, which means data type is different here. Let's try to run, minus query or union, let's say. Okay, I'll show you first data. Okay, guys. Data wise, okay, we got this. We got this. Data wise, there is no problem. Let me try to run it. Okay, I want to run, okay, union maybe. Okay, so what will happen is, okay, now we got it already, but I just don't want to say select all. Okay, I want to say department number one, department number one, I want to say EMP number. Okay, now minus or union, let's say. That's fine. Minus is also working fine because that is also set operator. Now here I will say EMP underscore number. This is the different column name, right? So that's the reason. Okay, guys, let's try now. We are actually performing the minus on only one column now rather than saying star, right? So that we can exactly know the error, right? Let's run it. So guys, see that this is the error ORA 1790. Expression must have same data type as corresponding expression. Yeah. So this is the error you will be getting, and this is the important question for the interview point of view. So please note it down. Okay. Now, what other things that I wanted to show you guys? Yeah, so you know joins, right? So join is basically, you already know I have made couple of videos. Please go and watch it. So join is basically, if I show you join here, okay, okay, select star from DPT. Okay, now in this case, let's say I'm going to put a join here. So join, in that join case, what will happen is basically I have employee table here, EMP table, right? Oh, okay, EMP1 I will say. EMP table is having this, and let me show you department table here. Employee number, salary, commission, these are the three columns, okay? And here employee number and department number, okay? So what I want to do is I want to get employee number, salary, commission, and department name also. In that case, I have to put the join, okay? So when I put the join, I want to extract this particular column also. So what will happen is basically, let's try to quickly write it. And before I, just close it, I say E dot EMP number, E dot salary, okay, then E dot commission, then guys D dot DPT, DPT name, right? Okay, from EMP1, I will say alias E, and DPT, I'll put the alias D. That's what we have used here, right? Now I will say where clause E dot EMP number equal to D dot EMP number underscore number. Now run it. So what is happening, guys? See, employee number 10, 1, 3 are only coming. Why? Because employee number 10 is here, employee number 1 is also here, 3 is also here. In these two tables actually, these three employees, because we are putting the joiner on this employee number, right? So 10, 1, 3, these are the coming, okay? 3 actually from that particular table. I'm not taking it from this table. I can even take it, guys, here. Leave it. I can just say that D dot EMP number, something like that. Okay. And I say EMP ID from department, something like that. I can say, guys, not a problem, right? Something like that. See here. There. So the same data is coming because we are performing the inner join, guys, right? So inner join or equi join. That's why same thing will be coming here. Okay. So only matching rows from both the tables will be coming here, right? You see that there are so many rows here, 11 rows from the employee table, employee one table, but we are actually getting only matching for only these three, right? Hence these three are only displayed. Okay. Now when this is not matching, 90 is, there is no 90 employee ID in the employee table, employee one table. That's why that is filtered out. Okay. So hope here what is happening is basically the number of columns are actually more here, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? We are actually moving horizontally. We are actually expanding horizontally in this case, but vertically the number of rows are actually getting lesser and lesser, right? So that is the reason, guys, I am saying that. Okay, so this is the main difference, and I just don't want to, um, make the shorter video, guys. I think some people says that, I should do the smaller video and quicker so that it can be easy to refer it. Guys, one thing I would say is, if I can also make a smaller videos, but I don't want to do that, okay? Because my intention is not to get the watch time or the views and etc. Okay, my intention is to teach you the real, skills. Okay, so that is the reason I am actually trying to cover each and everything, so that you don't need to watch any other video. After watching this video, you don't need to watch any other video, guys. 99% I would say. Okay, so that's the reason I am covering all these videos in very, very detailed manner, so that it can help you, right? I mean, it's not just, that I will get the watch time and then, I mean, that's a different, altogether different thing. My perspective and the whole intention of doing this channel is basically to teach you something real time, okay? So that's the reason I'm not doing a smaller video, guys. And it is not really, believe me, it is not very easy to take this longer session. Okay, I am doing it because I want to really teach you something. So do not expect the very smaller videos where I will tell you few things only. I can skip it very easily, right? And I can make a smaller video also, but I don't want to do that because that's not the intention of this channel. Okay, so please bear with me, and if you really want, if you are seriously want to learn something, you have to stick to this channel. Otherwise, it doesn't make too much of a sense for you if you are really want to know the shortcut and all these things, right? Because once you learn the real concept, it will be really helpful for you for, because the concept that I'm covering here is, once you learn it and once you practice once, it will be stuck all the time with you, right? So you don't need to again and again go and refer some other books and some other tutorial, etc., right? So that's the reason, guys, I am not doing this the short videos, etc. So please bear with me, and if you're serious, please watch this. And other request is, if you are first time on this channel, if you are really liking it and you think that it is really adding some values to your knowledge base, uh, I would say that if you can subscribe this channel, that will be good, yeah. Because and also hit the notification bell also, because that will also when I will upload the video, because I'm very regular on this particular channel, right? So I'm uploading the videos very frequently, and because there are so many things to cover still, right? So it is very good learning platform, and I'm covering each and everything, guys, here, right? So if you are first time, I would say that you subscribe it, and keep watching, keep learning, keep sharing, right? And also, guys, uh, please like my videos if you really think that they are helpful. Okay, if you're not, if you think that I'm not covering something or missing out something, please provide your suggestion in comment box also. Your appreciations are really helpful, and it gives me extra energy and extra efforts, right? So that I put in these videos, right? So yeah, that's all for this video, guys, and I'll see you soon with the next video. And until then, happy learning. God bless you. Bye.